Yo, what's up guys? Steven, a salon guy here, and today I've got the brand new Neymar haircut, which I've been getting a lot of requests. And also, stick with me this whole video because I'm not only cutting it, but I'm going to be coloring it and painting on some highlights because I know you all want to see that. So I'm ready to go. Let's get started. All right, so the only difference about this mannequin and Neymar's hair is that Neymar's hair is a little bit naturally darker, and also it's a little bit longer in the back. I just couldn't find a mannequin that had it longer in the back, but I am going to show you guys how to get that cut where it goes down into the V like this, like he has it. So basically, you see I have this section off. Now I'm going to use a number 2 guard, probably a 2 guard, all the way up to about right here and all the way down into the back on both sides. All right guys, so basically we have the haircut complete on the sides, and I'm just going to take a look from the back. Everything looks pretty good. As you can see, it's got it's coming down into the middle and through here. So this is going to be the longest point, and this is also what we're going to bleach out as well with some highlights. Now I'm going to trim the top up to make it shorter like his hair. So let's get started on that. All right, so this is already pretty much shorter down here. What we're going to do is just kind of connect it a little bit going into the top. So all we're going to do is pick the hair up, and we're going to cut the whole thing probably to where it's about, I'd say, 2 inches or so to 2.5 inches throughout the entire top. And what I'm doing now is I'm just working throughout the head shape. So let's continue to do this, working in towards the top. And now we're going to connect even higher now, because now we're at the top back of the head. So just simply comb it straight up. There's the guide. And continue to cut, working towards the face. Here's the corner into here, and the same thing on the other side. And now we're ready to move in through the very top. And how we're going to do that is we're simply going to now pull everything straight up from the head and cut horizontally, because now we have our guide. There's the guide right underneath, and now we're going to cut straight across. So now we're going to do this till we get to the very, very front, which will be left a little bit longer. But this is a very simple pattern because you'll be able to see your guide underneath the previous section, which is what you cut last. So you're just following what you just cut. Now I'll do 2 more sections right here in the front. And here's the last one right here. Comb it straight up. There's the guide. And cut it straight across. Now we still have to cut into the corner, right in through here. There's the corner right there. And we're going to take that corner off like so. And there we go. Because that's going to allow the hair to kind of go back a little bit better, as you can see. So now what I want to do, and we have to do the same thing on the other side, but now what I want to do is just want to take this up a little bit higher, just like that, right around the sides and the front. So there we go. It's looking a lot more like his hair now. So now I'll just continue to do the same thing on the other side. Don't forget the other side. Here's a corner. It'll basically be very obvious what needs to be cut. And the last section right in the front, and then we're going to do the same thing that we did on the other side, which is comb this straight down. Now we're going to cut following the same angle. There we go. Now let's look at the very, very front. The very front usually ends up being longer, which is totally fine. Now we're going to cut this probably to about just above the eyebrow, depending on how low your hairline is. It all really depends. And that should pretty much do it. Now, let's take a look and see what we got here. I think it's looking pretty good. I want to go a little bit shorter right in the front. And yes, it's a little bit long right there. So that's perfect for you guys to see. And the way you trim that up is you simply cut this way, instead of horizontally this way, you're cutting vertically now. And that's going to eliminate a lot of that weight. So after I shorten this up here in the front just a little bit more, to where it's probably, again, I mentioned about 2 inches or so, 2.5 inches in the very, very front and the whole top of the head. The front's probably a little bit longer. What I'm going to do is dry it, and then I'm going to mix up lightener, or what you might know as bleach, and then we're going to do the technique how to get those highlights. All right guys, so now the moment you've all been waiting for, and this is the highlights. So now I suggest, I'm a professional. You want to try this at home, do it at your own risk, but this is lightener, what you guys might know as bleach. I use 30 volume, you can use 40 volume. Again, Neymar's natural hair color is probably darker than this. It's probably like a dark brown naturally. So since this is a little bit lighter, it'll probably lighten a little bit quicker. I'm using also a comb like this. You can use a regular hair cutting comb. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to dab it into the lightener, wipe off any excess so it's completely saturated like this, as you can see. And now what I'm simply going to do is comb through like that. Okay, this is an older technique called balayage, which means a sweep. So I'm literally sweeping the comb on to the hair. And you don't want to do too many because his hair doesn't have that many. It has, kind of a good amount that are spread out throughout his hair. So just comb it in wherever you want the pieces. And I'm going to do this throughout the entire head, just randomly taking sections and pieces and just combing it through. So let's take a look when we're done, and we'll see what the finished result looks like after I'm done combing them all in. All right, so as you can see, it's finished, and I combed them all through. Here we go, even we got some in the back here, just like how he has it in his hair. Now we gotta let this process for, depending on how light your hair is naturally, but if your hair is like a dark brown, like his is naturally, you probably gotta leave this on for at least 30 to 45 minutes. Now his is a little bit more on the warmer side. It's not like a platinum white blonde. So I'd say between 30 to 45 minutes, check it and see if it's good, and then shampoo it out, and then we'll see how it looks when we're done. Okay guys, so here is the result after waiting about, I'd say 35 to 40 minutes or so. It looks great. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use Power Cream, which is a really amazing, really strong hold styling cream. It's great for people who have really curly, unruly hair who want that extreme maximum hold. This really gets pretty stiff, but it will hold the whole day, sorry. Slick it back and just work it into style as you would like. For this particular look, I'm going to kind of mess it up in the front here, but slick all this back. And this will have an extreme hold. This is like glue, this stuff. So really great for piecing out, and really good for if you want maximum hold throughout the whole day. This will kind of, as I mentioned, harden in your hair, but it's great if you're looking for that control and something to really hold your hair in place throughout the whole day. So there we have it. So I'm going to spin the head around, as you can see. Looks great. I'm very happy with how this came out, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the videos, and also leave comments like you all do. Thank you all for the support, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time for more tutorials with the Salon Guy.